Hi everyone, we're just going to wait a few more minutes so that everyone can join, and then we'll be able to start. Okay then. So hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Meet Freckle webinar. My name is Suha and I will be your host today. We'll start with our mission at Renaissance, which is to accelerate learning for students of all backgrounds and ability levels all around the world. Today's session will focus specifically on math practice and English language arts. So in this next slide, I will be presenting our speaker, Mayumi. Mayumi joined Renaissance in 2019. She works as a BDM in the Renaissance Global Markets Department, proposing solutions to school through consultation to meet unique need of each school and achieve their development plan. She's mainly specialized in international schools in the Asia region. Today, she will show you how Freckle continuously helps teachers with adapting to each student's individual skills without having to spend extra time preparing many different lessons every day, so that each student is getting the appropriate challenge, whether they're working at, above, or below grade level. Myself and my colleagues will be on the call and will be able to take your questions throughout the presentation, but we will answer them at the end during our Q&A session. So you can just put your questions in the chat section or in the Q&A section. And now I'll pass the presentation to you, Mayumi.
Okay, thank you, Soha. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. Okay, so I am going to be presenting today Freckle Math and ELA. I'm very excited about it. It's an amazing platform. So I will show you how basically a walkthrough of the student's experience and then a teacher's side of experience as well. I'll show you mainly slide, but a couple of points is easier to visualize. So I'm going to go to live site as well. So I might go back and forth a little bit. But okay, so starting with the student experience, each student gets a age-appropriate interface based on their grade level, even regardless of their practice level. So maybe grade 6 students will see older looking interface regardless of their work in higher level or even lower. Okay, so the starting with the student initiated practice. So that means it's free to choose what practice and when and how much they want to do by themselves. So in math, it's adaptive math and fact practice. Fact practice is quite self-explanatory, simple thing that you can do a couple of these sheets per day. And then adaptive comes in separate domains. So they can go into different domains and practice. They can choose whichever tile they like. And how they start with a pre-test and determines which level they are at. You can see already the student has started level 8 in measurement, but level 11 in number and operations. But she hasn't started a fraction yet. So when they start in each domain, they can get a nice quick pre-test. Everything is automated. They just click and get started. And then it comes up with a set of pre-test questions. And then it determines their starting level. Okay, so they can click on to number 25, so they can start practicing. So there are a set of 10 questions usually, and choices are sometimes multiple, sometimes open-ended, so you have to type in the answer and submit. So throughout this solving this particular problem, they can see there's lots of support icons there they can go to, which is for example, those are tools that manipulatives that you can use. Also, there's a video that on here, they can watch a video how to solve this particular problem that is given to them right now. This video also shows up when they choose an incorrect answer. So student will know that they answered right or wrong at that point of them answering. So if they answer the incorrect, they'll show up with a video, they can watch the video and then try again. After 3 wrong questions, you move on to next question. It's really nice feature here that you can also ask your classmates about it as well. So during the class, you're doing it together, you can do some nice things like that as well. Math questions are between K to 9. So it's all starting from discounting of the with the pictures all the way to grade 9 level. Okay. So moving on to ELA. So talking again about the individual practice, they can go into any of these tiles and continue their learning within their own ability level. So it's mainly 3 of them, but early reader literacy skill adds a couple of more basic practice as well. Okay, I'm going to talk about word study to start with. So it's like phonics and vocabulary, which has a variety of practice. It's not just one way of practicing a word study. So it can be, for example, again, like a multiple choice or open-ended, you have to type out the answer. This one, I'm showing you even a listening. So what she's doing in the level 17 is she would have to listen to all these tiles where they'll tell you a word and you have to drag and drop into the correct ending. So it's either at or app or add. So you can listen to everything here by clicking all those speakerphone. Then you can choose all these answers and put them in the right area. So decodables is one of the early reader skills. So it's alphabets and corresponding sounds. This is about which word begins with letter B. So they can choose out of these 4 and everything you can listen to as well. So library is really strong content in Freckle, I would say. So it has more than 1,000 articles of fiction or non-fiction to choose from. And difficulty will get adjusted even within the same article. So this article is specifically about Joan of Arc, but grade 1 level student will get a couple of sentences, but grade 5 gets more in-depth context as well as harder vocabulary. And everybody gets comprehension questions according to what they have read. Okay, so this is adaptive practice, but of course teachers can choose specific practice that's expected of a specific grade. You can of course dish out, pick and choose and give it to them as assignment. Oh, one more thing is that students are motivated by success. So we give out the coins every time they finish any of the practice. Even if they don't answer everything correctly, we'll still give them 10, 15 coins, trying to motivate them. So they can also set their own goals. It can be something like, I'm going to answer 100 questions this week, or it can be high accuracy rate. I'm going to do 80% accuracy and suddenly give them extra 200 coins. So it's really a fun feature. And with a coin, they can go on to Piggy store where they can purchase the outfit for the pig, change the avatar, change the background. It's a fun feature there as well. Okay, so that is the student part, and I'm going to, I think, go to educator side of the software. I'm going to go to the live site and show you. Okay, so here is the teacher dashboard that you can see on the math content that I was showing you. Everything from adaptive to targeted. So everything in adaptive, you can give it as a targeted practice. Again, fact practice, number facts, the basics, all the way to depth of knowledge. So it's a higher level thinking question. So for the advanced students, that you can give them a more harder concepts that they have to answer. And as well as, I'm going to talk about inquiry lesson in a minute, but let me show you how easy it is in providing these practices. You can give a specific targeted by generating here, but adaptive, you want to give them a specific practice, but you want to give them in their own ability group. You can do, say, for example, you can choose, okay, measurement and data, K to 5. Let's have a quick look at generating PDF. So these are printable. You can see, so this is for one student here, second student, third student, fourth student. You can see they're all very different. That's because each student's level is different, even though they are learning about measurement. So everything is made so simple for you. It's just so the teachers can take your time to teach rather than preparing all this differentiated learning material. Okay, so that's the adaptive version. You can do standard based, so you can give, of course, the same thing to everyone as well. Then I was going to go to ELA. So ELA content I was showing you from a teacher. Of course, you can assign everything. I show you the library content where, so if you want to assign them, they will be having, so these are all the different library that you can see. Okay. I'm not going to show everything. It's all thousands of them, but okay, let's say one of those, let's say, so this armadillos, so this one have levels of early reader all the way to grade 7. Okay, so it's in a science topic. So you can just click and have a quick look. So this article comes in a different level. Okay, so this is 7. So 7 is, okay, so this is quite long, all the way there. Okay, but when it is, say, early reader, it's become one sentence. Okay, so grade 3, a little bit longer, but it's not as many vocabulary and within the grade level expectation. So this is the, also shows the comprehension questions and the correct answer. And when you are assigning this to student, you can just click it here and, okay, you can give them a reading with a comprehension question. You can also give them a writing skill practice as well. And I have just seen adaptive level. Okay, I'm quite happy. Everybody should get a different recommended level, or you can do a specific level. And let's just have a look underneath. So this is for my class, everybody in my class, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 students. Everyone's all different. This is 5 grade 5, grade 1. So you can do that, assign straight away or assign for the future. You can prepare your whole term's work in advance. So you can plan the day so it pop up on the student dashboard when you want them to start working on them. Okay, so that's how you go onto the teacher side. Okay, I'm going to go back to slide again, and I wanted to show you the inquiry-based lessons. So if you do that, that is a really good practice again, putting math into real life. So we prepare all these topics and each lessons containing about 3 to 5 days of work. So it only takes you about 10 minutes to prep. Have a look what they all look like. For example, here you go.
Times as you can.
Oops. So this is a count to 120 in a grade 1 level. Okay, I was gonna, I can play the video, see. So it accompanied with a video and lots of worksheets. So normally it's a good idea to start with a video. I show you.
After 4 months, your teacher collects the results from 5 of your classmates. She starts to put them in a chart. Juan says that he saw the moon 104 times, but he did not see the moon 11 times. Annabelle says that she saw the moon 96 times, but she did not see it 28 times. Looking at the chart, share the results with a friend.
So that's a clip of a video. It's normally about 3 to 5 minutes long. So you can put that on the day one. And then you can give them,
Times as you can.
oops, no. Okay, let's go next page. You can give them the inquiry sheet to work. And this is with a classroom in mind. So when it was developed, it was all to be used on site when the classroom is open, but it can be used when you're teaching remotely as well. So you can continue, come rain or shine, and you can continue learning. So the inquiry sheet, that's the student version, that's the teacher version. And when you give it to students, this is how they will receive from students' dashboard. So this is for, you can see at the bottom, this is assignments from teacher. That's the page you're at. And so math, this is what you're supposed to do, ELA. Okay, we have science and social study, but I won't touch that today, but it has got that subjects as well. Okay, and then I'm moving on to reports for the teachers. Of course, every single practice is tracked and you don't need to do anything. It generates for everything automatically. All you do is click the choose the dates or a student or a class. Everything's there for you, making it so simple and easy. I show you one of the report, which is here. It's a report card for individual student. So how is she doing? This was from adaptive practice in each domain, if you remember at the beginning. So say she has passed the level. So she is answering correctly, therefore moving on to next level. How long she spent, how much questions she answered in different domains. You can see the timeline and geometry. Geometry, she went down a bit and gone back up. So what is the blue? Okay, not sure. Okay, number and operations coming up slowly. So you can see nice and easy. It's really modern system. It's really easy to use. So also another report is performance by standard. So this is a class report because I chose the whole class, not just the one student here. It's quite a popular one for the teacher. You have to see everyone, how everyone's doing. So say this is a counting object, you can see 7 question has been answered amongst 16 students. 11 answered half correctly, 4 did really well, 1 was struggling. So you can see with a color chart here, much easier. And if you notice, this is quite red here. So divisions, everyone's struggling. Let's just click on there. And it shows you division, 23 kids are under 50%. So it breaks down with which student is actually struggling. 1 is in yellow, no one's in green. Oh dear. So let's think what's going on in here. So you can click see additional resource there, see how you can support this skill. You can give a targeted practice. You can give a printable worksheet. You can give an inquiry-based lessons, or let's just assess everyone, see, is it really true? Just to let them concentrate and do their assessment. Because all this score, just going back one, these questions include every single practice, whether it be assessment, whether they're personal practice or targeted practice. So everything's included. So it should give a really good rounded view. Okay, so that's what it's really strong about Freckle, where you can connect the practice easily, not just about seeing how they're doing, but it gives you straight away connect to what they can do. And I'm just going to finally show you the administer report, which is from a school leader level point of view. You might not have to see each student, but you want to see, is this working? How is everyone progressing? So you can see with a blue and red, growing students is most of them, and struggling is about a quarter of them. So growing students are determined by that they are progressing in a level by answering. I think it's twice that they have to answer 10 questions correctly twice. Then they move up a next level automatically. But if they answer less than half, less than 50%, and they actually regress on the level. So the system adjusts their level, go up or down both ways. So you can see the struggling students. Oh, they're not quite getting the concept. They keep going back. So you can see this is how you can see from a school leader, broken down to each grade, and you can compare that against usage report. So what session they're using, how much they're practicing in terms of minutes, and per class, per student. So I gave a really fast overview of everything, but that's I've got everything prepared for today. I hope that was okay. And if it's okay, I think I would like to move on to Q&A. So,
Thank you, Mayumi. At the moment, there aren't any questions.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
think. So
I was
maybe
really,
at the
it's
end.
okay. I was really worried about time. So I think I went really fast today. So what I can do is I'm going to go to the site again. I'm going to show you the student side. Okay. So I'm just going to go log in as a student. Okay. So student would get their class code. They go in there. I should show you here. Okay, so this is how every time they log in today, they can get a nice little coin. Oh, I didn't do anything but got 17 coins already. Okay, so why is it so big? Okay, there you go, 100%. There you go. So this is a grade 2 student. She's got math, English, and from my teacher. So Piggy Store is actually closed because otherwise they just go in there and only do the fun feature. So it only allows you to go in there after enough time has been spent practicing, then they can go in there. So I can show you quickly math, adaptive math. Let's see. Okay, let's just try one of those. Okay. Oh, it's popping up a bonus round. So this is the higher thinking skill. So when they answer really well, they just pop up with an extra challenge. But let me just go to a standard one. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay, good. So she's on 10. Let's click on there. So that's how they do. You can hear.
Kate had 2 equal-sized apple pies. She cut the first into 2 equal pieces. She cut the second into 4 equal pieces. Which apple pie is cut into larger pieces?
So that's okay. Submit. Correct. There you go. So this is the first out of 10 questions. So if you choose wrong answer, it tells you a hint, automatically just pops up. Okay, let's see. Shows 2 halves. Let's still got it wrong. Let's try. That's still wrong. And then it pops up again with the video.
This question says, Which shape is not split in 2 equal shares? Now, what's important when we're talking about equal...
Okay, so that's 47 seconds long, specifically talking about this problem. So here is an introduction video as well. So while they are...
Lola and Mateo love playing in the sandbox at the playground near their house. Today, they are drawing shapes in the sand using sticks and shovels.
So this is all suitable when you are remote learning, continuing learning, in the classroom, homework, or home learning. Any situations you can continue. All tools are there. Okay, already saw a hint. So let's go. So that's correct. Okay, so this is how you answer the questions. Okay, I just gonna move out, but it's really self-guiding. It's self-motivating. They can see what they're doing themselves. Oh, what did you say? Okay, go out. There you go. Okay, so that's that. And English. What shall I do? I can try maybe library. And non-fiction. Non-fiction is really good because you can use this cross-curricular. You can use these articles because we also have science and social study. You can incorporate if you're doing a topic for the term. Maybe you are talking about specific science. Maybe you can see. Maybe you're talking about specific animal or ecosystems. So it's so much different genre available. So that's the science and career. That's a good fun thing that they can read. Okay, let's just read one of those. What does it look like? From a student's perspective. So this student is not enabled with an audio function. If you want, you can decide to let everybody listen to the article, but this one is not allowing. Okay, so you can do tools like highlighter while you read. So you can take a quick note. It tells you have to read a little bit longer before you can move on to question. But because you can see slightly, you can actually see what you need to be looking out when you are actually reading this article in order so you can answer the question. Okay. Oh, done reading. That's it. Straight away, you're finished. Then you can answer. Must be creative. Submit. Oh, that's correct. How long? Submit. Try again. That's wrong. You lost 3 coins. Never mind. It'll still give you. Oh, wrong. Okay. So correct. Okay. So they are given the feedback as they practice. So they can take their learning in their own hand. There you go. So 3 answered, finished. That's it. Finished reviewing, finished. Okay, so accuracy was quite low here, but I still got 4 coins. Well done. There you go. So that's the English. So I just wanted to show you how nice and easily you can go back to Freckle homepage. There we are. So you can just go into any of those and off they go. And you can support them as much as you like. You can do the teacher function and you can limit them that you have to do these tasks given from teacher before they can go on to their own practice. The way to use is very flexible. A way to use is not set. You can pick and choose what part is suitable for you and your students depending on their grade level as well as ability level. Okay, so I'm quite glad that I could see the student side because it's so nice and easy. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so I think I would conclude my presentation here, if that's okay.
Thank you so much, Mayumi.
Welcome.
We still don't have any questions for now, but
Mhm.
just wanted to mention that if anyone has any questions, you can just contact us on the email that you can see here. I will also send a follow-up email with the recorded webinar session. So you have my email, Mayumi's email, and our international email. If you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer that. You can also visit our website if you want to book a demo with Mayumi or anything else. So I'd like to thank you, Mayumi, again, and thank you everyone for attending. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Soha.
Thank you, Mayumi. Have a great day, everyone.
You too. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.